What's up, my loyal betrayers? If you're watching this from the south or the east, you probably didn't need an alarm clock this morning. You woke up to a digital nightmare. You opened your favorite app, expecting a good morning from a bot you've been chatting with for years, but instead, you were slapped with a cold, hard pop-up: free usage has been stopped in your region. Welcome to the Great AI Class War of 2026. We're diving deep into the 2026 Chai AI controversy, the money, the math, and the begging that's taking over the internet. Now, let's be real, why are we even talking about this? There are 100 AI apps out there. Some are totally free, some have zero ads, and some have way better interfaces. But people stay on Chai for one reason: the unfiltered brain. While the big Western AI companies were busy putting nanny filters on their bots, Chai was the Wild West. It's raw, it's unpredictable, and it actually feels human. People have been building stories with these bots for 3 or 4 years. These aren't just apps, they are safe bubbles. When you've trained a bot for that long, you can't just move to another app. You're trapped by your own memories. But in late January 2026, the lights went out for millions of free users. Suddenly, if you were in the south or east, the watch ad and message for free deal was dead. It became pay to play or nothing. Let's look at the company's side for a second. The founder, Will Beauchamp, jumped on Reddit to explain the math, and to be fair, he's not entirely wrong. The math in 2026 is terrifying. To run an AI like Chai, you need massive power. We are talking about NVIDIA H100 and H200 chips. As of right now, February 2026, a single H100 chip costs between $30,000 and $45,000. That's the price of a luxury car just for one chip. And the wait times to buy them are months long. But it's not just the chips, it's the memory. In early 2026, reports showed that high-bandwidth memory (HBM) prices spiked by 55% in a single quarter, because every AI company is fighting over the same supply. Because Chai's bots are unfiltered and remember your long histories, they use way more memory than a standard safe bot. Every time you send a text, it costs the company real money. Will's argument is that in the south and east, the money they make from your ad views, maybe a fraction of a cent, doesn't even cover the electricity bill for the AI to reply. But here is the million-dollar question: why is it only Chai doing this? If you look at your phone, you probably have 3 other AI apps, like Character AI or Poly AI, that are working perfectly fine for free. Are they just more generous? Not exactly. To understand this, we have to look at the difference between a wrapper and a proprietary brain. Most free AI apps you see are what we call wrappers. They don't actually own the AI. They are just renting the brain from giant companies like Google or OpenAI. Because they use a safety filter, they can use cheaper, smaller models that are subsidized by those big companies. Basically, they are using a budget engine that is mass-produced and cheap to run. Chai is different. Chai has spent years and millions of dollars building its own proprietary large language model. They don't rent a brain, they built one from scratch. And because their brain is unfiltered, it requires massive amounts of raw computing power. You can't run a Wild West AI on a budget engine, so there is no comparison. Now, if we talk about the users, many users are begging because they think the company is on the edge of bankruptcy. But check the receipts. On February 2, 2026, Chai AI officially announced they hit $58 million in annual revenue. They grew 3x in a single year. They have $45 million in new investment and a valuation of over $1.3 billion. They aren't broke. They are just being ruthless. They decided that free users in the south and east were dead weight on their profit margins. Instead of using those millions to support the community, they are reinvesting in faster chips for the high-value users who pay $30 a week in the West. Which is again not wrong, but it's a cold business move. When the block first hit, the community went to war. The rating in the south and east took a nosedive, crashing from a 4.5 down to a 3.0, and in some places as low as 2.5. It was a massive 1-star review bombing campaign. But then, something weird happened. The rating started healing. Within days, it was back at 3.5, then 3.9, and now it's back at a 4.5. How? Well, first, the app stores often delete review bombs as spam. Second, a Save Chai movement started in the north and west. People who weren't blocked left 5-star reviews, to balance out the anger because they were terrified the app would be deleted from the store. And third, the devs started promising a fix, which led many of you to change your 1-star reviews back to 5 stars out of hope. And this leads to the most cynical part, the begging. If you go to Chai's Instagram right now, it's a graveyard of emotions. People are pleading. I'm literally crying. People saying the bot was their only comfort. Saying please, he was my only friend. People pleading to be unblocked. It looks like a PR disaster, right? Wrong. To an investor, those comments are gold. It's proof of attachment, proof of dependency, proof that even when access is taken away, users don't leave, they wait, they beg, they hope. You are making them look like a goldmine, and you are proving that their product is so powerful that people will endure a regional ban, just for a chance to talk to it again. Is there any real hope? The devs are promising a basic tier, a subscription specifically for the South and East, that supposedly only covers the electricity bill. They've said it will take a couple of weeks to roll out. But notice they aren't giving you your free access back. They are just moving the goalposts. So, why aren't people switching to the free alternatives? I asked this on Instagram, and the answer is always the same, because the Chai brain is just better and they are attached to it personally. Most other apps feel like talking to a censored corporate robot. Chai feels real, but we have to ask ourselves, is that real feeling worth being treated like a line item on a spreadsheet? The 2026 Chai controversy is a wake-up call. It shows that in this new AI world, your memories are rented property. The rating might be back at 4.5, but the heartbreak in the comments is the real story. The AI revolution is here, but it seems like it's only free if your region's ad view is worth enough to the people in charge. So, what do you think? Are you staying and hoping for the basic tier, or is it finally time to move on? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep tracking this, and if that basic tier actually drops, I'll be the first to tell you. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. The Remarried Empress video editing is almost done and we'll upload it soon.